How's everybody doing today? I am doing, let's just say I'm doing. Y'all like my new cat? Look at it. It says the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. I love it. It's heavy though. It's really heavy. It's one of those cups that will keep your drink cold. I am headed to the doctor. Y'all, I got a little Jimmy set up here. I hope it stay there. Let's just hope and pray that we don't have no issues. Y'all, I'm in Virginia, and today, y'all, hold it, I'm scared it's gonna fall. But I think I got it pretty much in there, but you know, it ain't 100% sturdy, so I don't trust it. But anywho, I live in Virginia, and anybody who knows anything about Virginia weather, our weather is super bipolar. Like, you never know what you're gonna get here. You can get, heat. I mean, it could be 95, 100 degrees today, and tomorrow it'll be just making 70. Today it feels pretty nice outside. It feels pretty good out here. It's not too hot. It's not hot at all. The only thing is that the humidity is kind of high, which I think my baby seat is rattling, which makes it feel hotter than what it is. Humidity, when there's moisture in the air, it always makes everything feel hotter or stickier. You just feel clammy. The air feels thick. Okay, so listen, I want to talk to y'all because your girl is scrambling right now. Y'all, don't you fall, camera. Don't you do it. I see you doing the belly wop. Okay, listen. So for those of you who know, and for some of you who don't know, I am a merchant seaman, merchant mariner. I work for the U.S. government. Don't tell anybody. And I was out to sea back in April. Well, back in March, the end of March, I was out to sea. And I felt super, super ill. Like, I was on my way out of here type ill. Some of you may have seen some of my TikToks or some of my videos. And it'll pretty, if you look me up, it'll pretty much tell you what happened. I'm down to my last little bit of gloss. I got to squeeze it. I felt super, super ill. Like I said, I was on my way out of here. The doctor did say, had I not have made it, when I did, it was almost the end. And I knew it was almost the end. I could feel myself going. I could feel my eyes rolling back in my head. I could feel, I could feel the impending doom. But God said, not yet. And I said, okay, Lord. And for that, I'm grateful. I am grateful to still be alive. I am. Now, the thing is, your girl is all well. I'm good. I had emergency surgery in Saudi Arabia. And then they flew me home 5 days. Like, after I got out of the hospital, I think I was in the hospital for 5 or 6 days. And then afterwards, they flew me home. So I went straight from the hospital to a hotel in Saudi Arabia. and we stayed in a hotel, I want to say about 2, maybe 3 days. And then after that, they flew me home so that I could heal. All was great. All was good. Y'all forgive the lighting. I am outside. There's buku clouds in the sky, so you never know what you're going to get. So I flew home. I had lots and lots and lots of doctor's appointments. I had doctor's appointments for, like surgery related doctor's appointments. Now you have to understand, being that I had my surgery in Saudi Arabia, the level of healthcare in Saudi Arabia and the level of healthcare here in the United States are two different things. Mind you, have you ever heard of anybody going through any type of surgery, like life-threatening surgery, and there be no pain meds? Like, you a G. If you can go through a surgery and not have any pain meds, you are healing naturally, honey. Not really naturally. The only thing that I was given was acetaminophen. And for those of you who know what acetaminophen is, oops, she's falling, y'all. Okay. For those of y'all who know what acetaminophen is, it is Tylenol. Tylenol. That is what they gave me to fly home from Saudi Arabia. And that was a long flight. I want to say about 14 plus hours in the air. Yeah. So that was a lot. And all I had was Tylenol. And that's all that they gave me was Tylenol. And I had no choice. Like, every bump, everything, like I had to be wheeled through the airport in a wheelchair. I had incisions in my stomach. My insides felt like somebody had rearranged them. Seriously rearranged. But glory be to God, I made it through. So that goes to show that, like, I am not a pain person. Y'all forgive me if she later. I'm not a person who can stay in a lot of pain. I'm not a person who can, take a lot. Like, I be crying. But I made it. I flew home. There was quite a bit of turbulence, flying over the different countries, flying over the ocean. It was a lot, but I made it through. So yeah, no real pain meds, just Tylenol. Because and the reason for that is they don't believe in narcotics there. You're not getting any kind of narcotics over there. Ain't no Percocets, no codeine, Tylenol with codeine. There is no Vicodins or whatever the pain meds are that they use here. It's none of that. You're not getting any of that. I don't care what they did to you. I don't care if they cut your leg off. I don't care what they did to you. You ain't getting none of that over there. Okay? So, I made it through. Everything's cool. So I'm home. I healed. I had to go, like I said, I had to go through my doctor's appointments. I had to go through, surgery follow-ups. And then I started developing some type of GI issue that came from, the surgery. And I had to go to see a GI doctor and to get that part corrected as well. So, needless to say, months later, I am okay. I'm good. I feel I am fit for duty. I have sent in paperwork to my job, of course. Yeah, they don't have it. So now I have to go, in which I'm doing right now, to my doctor to get the paperwork filled out again to be able to turn in so that I can go back to work. Um, and that's my dilemma. Like, if I've been home in my house since April the 5th. You do the math. So yeah, I've been home. I'm healed. I'm ready. I feel like I can go back to work. But the issue is, I'm physically able. I'm physically able to go back to work, but my family is not ready for me to go. Nobody wants me to go. What happened to me traumatized my family near and far, because me being overseas, in another country, thousands and thousands of miles away from home, and having something really, really serious happen to you, and no family can get to you. No family can, come. Hold on, let me hold this. No family can come and sit with you and check on you and make sure, this road raggedy, y'all, and make sure that everything is okay. And my mother was freaking out, my husband freaking out, my kids freaking out, sister, everybody was like, hey. But to God be the glory, I did have one family member who stuck with me from the beginning all the way home, and that was my nephew. For some of you who know, Jordan is my baby, my only biological nephew. So he was there with me from beginning to the end, through the hospitals, throughout the surgery, visiting, and he even left the boat and flew home with me to make sure that I got home safely. And I was so grateful that the ship did take him back, because he's a great worker. Let's just give him his flowers. My nephew is a hard worker. He's a great worker, and everybody knows that. And he was a good person to have on the ship. No disciplinary action ever towards him. He got up and he did what he was supposed to do every single day, and he went above and beyond. So they did take him back, and I'm grateful for that. So grateful. Now, like I said, the dilemma for me is, it's time for me to go back. Nobody wants me to go back. Now, my nephew, he's all for it. He's like, yo, Auntie, hey, let's get it. Let's get out here on the, he about to come home anyway, because his time is up on that ship or whatever. He about to come home, but he like, what we doing? Are we going or not? What we gonna do? And I'm like, hey, I'm ready. But my family like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. And they like, But at the end of the day, I knew when I took this job what I was signing up for. I knew that I would be away from my family. I knew that, it would be extended periods of time that I was away from my family. I knew all of these things. And so did my family. The only part to them that got real was when I got sick and they couldn't get to me. So, like, I'm to the point now that I'm ready to go back, and they like, nah. So what do I do? Like, when I tell y'all I went through a lot, I was I can't say I was the oldest, but I was one of the oldest people in the classroom. I did have some men in there that was older than me, in their late 50s or whatever. But I was the oldest. Was I the oldest female? I don't know. I think I was the oldest female in the class. And you know what I'm saying? I aced every test. I aced every exam. I worked my butt off, and I got certified in everything. Did not have to retake anything. Even overcame my biggest fear. Anybody who knows me knows that I am deathly afraid of heights. I jumped into a pool, 12-foot pool, of course. But I can swim. So the swimming part was not my issue. My issue was the fact that I'm afraid of heights. So when somebody say jump, I'm looking at them like, jump where? Who? Me? When I tell y'all every bone in my body was rattling on that diving board. Every single bone in my body was shaking. It was. I was scared for my life. But I jumped. I did it. I was fussing, probably cussing, but I did it. And the bad thing about it is I jumped incorrectly the first time, which meant that I had to get my behind back up on that board and jump again the right way. And I did it. I earned everything that I got. But I understand the feelings of my family. I understand how they must feel about me. I understand all of that. But I feel like I didn't even really get the feeling of doing what I set out to do. Because as soon as I'm looking for a parking space, as soon as I got in there, I got sick and I had to go. Soon as I got there, let me go around the other side because this crazy. I ain't got but one space. But like I said, y'all, I'm leaning. Forgive me. Hopefully y'all will forgive me for that. But as soon as I got there, as soon as I got myself together and comfortable with what I was doing, where I was at, how it was going, and all of the above, I had to leave. I had to leave. And it's been hell trying to get my stuff back together to go back. I just want my family to understand. I want them to be okay. I think that they can be okay, but you know when you have, and I'm not sitting here trying to float my own boat, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth, okay? If you got somebody in your family, right? You got somebody in your family that, I'm gonna come around because she get ready to move. You got somebody in your family that handles everything and everybody in all of their issues and all of their problems. You're the one who pulls it all together. That would be me. I do that. And I'm not saying I do that to try to say that I'm all of this and all of that, because I'm not. It's just a simple fact that I am that person who takes care of everybody in my family. For the most part. Not everything. But for the most part, I'm her. I'm in my mama's face. I'm in everybody's face. I'm in there trying to get everybody together. I'm doing it. It's me. I make sure my mama good. I make sure my husband good. The kids good. Everybody. I'm making sure everybody is great. And now that I got to go back, they're like, you mean to tell me we got to do this again? We got to let her go again? Y'all got to be joking. Oh, no, she can't go no more. And that's where I'm at right now. Nobody wants me to go, but I got to go to work. Either that, like, I'm going to end up AWOL, or I'm going to end up, losing my job. I mean, I'm not planning on doing this job forever. I'm just trying to set my family up for success. And it's a sacrifice. It is, because I have to be away from them. I have to be away from my kids. I have to be away from my husband. I have to be away from my mom. I have to be away from my sister. And, I do. But my problem, I never got a chance to really be who I can be as a merchant seaman before everything got cut short. So what do y'all think I should do? How do y'all think I should handle this? I mean, I want to go back to work. I don't want to miss my kids. I don't want to miss my husband, my mom, and everybody. But I want to go make my money. I want to go make money for my family. Tell me what y'all think. I mean, listening to this story, I know it's a little drawn out, but I had to give y'all a little background to let y'all know where I'm at and how I'm feeling about the situation that I'm in. Y'all tell me in the comments, like, what would you do? I mean, would you just tell your family, suck it up, buttercup, and I got to go? Or would you be like, oh, I'm going to listen to them, I'm going to stay home and stay put. You did get sick and you were far away from them. But the thing is what happened to me was not a result from anything that happened on the boat. The boat didn't do me wrong. None of that. Although they did take a long time to get me to where I needed to be, like to the hospital facility. What happened to me was not a result of something that happened on the boat at all. What happened to me would have happened to me regardless of whether I was on the boat or not. It just so happened that it went down there. And that's just that. But what would y'all do? Would you go ahead and do what you need to do and work it out for your family? Or would you listen to your family and be like, I'm going to stay my behind home? What would you do? But in the meantime, in between time, I got to go get these papers filled out. I will holler at y'all later today. I will put up another video. I haven't talked to y'all in a long time. I am in the process of getting my stuff together and getting back on, my YouTube. YouTube is my baby. Anybody who knows that, I will pull out a camera on you quick. So I'm sweating. It's hot in this car, but I've been rolling with the windows up because I wanted y'all to be able to hear me. But yeah, so more videos to come, more videos to come, more videos to come. I promise. But yeah, please help me with this, y'all. What do y'all think? What do you think, in all honesty, if this were you, how would you handle my situation? I look forward to seeing the comments for this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for sticking with me, even in my absence. And I will talk to you guys soon.